Kind of rolled in. That's not good. That's not good. Hey gang, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a fantastic week. I know 2018 has been going for a couple of weeks, but I really wanted 2019. See, this is where I'm at. We're talking about 2018 today because I didn't really share a whole lot of what I loved during 2018. Obviously, I wasn't on YouTube very much, so I wanted to just kind of wrap up 2018 and tell you all the things. And then this year, I'll probably do like quarterly favorites or something like that so that I don't have that happen again this year. We're going to be talking about people, books, YouTube, podcasts, and apps. Let's get started. Oh, real quick, before we go into all that, I just want to let you know we are doing the 365 challenge over on Instagram, trying to do a photo every single day. I didn't do as many as I wanted to last year, so this year we're going to try to tackle that challenge. So you want us to give us some blah, blah, blah. If you want to give us some love, just check out the description below or follow us at Oliverway Co on Instagram. Okay, first things first, I'm the realist. Yes, Louise, that's in my head all the time now. We're gonna be talking about a couple of people that I have become obsessed with this year. They're not new at all. They've been on the scene for a while. Actually, one of them I had heard of a few years ago, but didn't really get into. This year, however, I came back around and discovered Mel Robbins again. I love her stuff. She's so science-based and like no BS, very straight to the point. Her stuff is backed up by research. She's just a really smart cookie, and I've been really loving her mindset stuff. Right now, the first 30 days of 31 days, she's doing mindset reset right now. If you're watching this later, you can go to Facebook, go to her channel, go to her on YouTube, and all of those videos are still going to be available. I'm sure there'll be a playlist by then, and you can see all of the awesome mindset stuff that she is teaching and giving away totally for free. The next person, Derek calls my cult leader, and while I know he totally means that in jest, it's actually kind of true. She is my spirit animal, and she's the reason why I'm sitting in front of this camera, because I'm not gonna get anywhere if I don't do something. Like, if I'm not happy, that's on me. So, if you don't know who I'm talking about by now, that is none other than Miss Rachel Hollis. You can find her on Instagram at exactly that handle, and she is a author, she is a speaker, she is a business owner, she is an all-around powerhouse. I find that her personal development stuff, her woman power stuff, her you stay in your lane stuff is just awesome. She her book came out this year, and I discovered her right before the book came out. I listened to a podcast she was on and read Girl Wash Your Face, cried all the way through it, and can't wait for Girl Stop Apologizing, which comes out in March. So if you're looking for a tough love, kick you in the pants, do it girl, get yourself together and be strong, she's your girl. She's amazing. I think I've talked her up enough. Go check her out. Over on YouTube, I really kind of pared down what I've been watching. I still watch a lot of the old staples, but the 3 channels that I've watched constantly this year are Angie. She's at This Gathered Nest on YouTube and all of her socials. She's a mama of 7, and she's like the girl to beat. She's got bio, she has international adoption, she has domestic adoption, she did embryo adoption, which is like embryo donation. She's done all of the things. And so I really love seeing how she handles her family, how she manages all those kids, how she talks about adoption, all the things that she promotes and stands up for, all the causes that she loves. It's really close to our hearts because of our adoption. And so I've just been watching her all year, and she's really inspiring and very upbeat. So it's definitely someone I would check out. Next on the list, this is totally a guilty pleasure, but we've been watching Worth It. It's a BuzzFeed series for a long time, and this last year I feel like it was something that I could watch anytime I just needed to kind of like zone out a little bit. Like, I like things that are entertaining without being emotional or dramatic. Funnily enough, my Enneagram 9 comes out a lot, where I want things to be peaceful. And so if you're talking about TV, that's the Great British Bake Off. If you're talking about YouTube, that's Worth It. It's definitely a great, just like interesting, fun, entertaining channel to watch. Now we're gonna get to the biggest one. Can you guess what the biggest category is? Yep, it's books. I actually have discovered this year that audiobooks are my new best friend. I kind of had a hard time getting onto the digital book scene, Kindles and things like that. I have one, I read it, but I want to hold a book. I want to hold a book. However, I have a 3-year-old. Do you think I have time to hold a book? No. I have a book sitting on the coffee table that I've been trying to like read for months, and I'm only like 3 chapters in, because I can't, my brain just goes, whoop, you need something, oop, you're talking, oop, I gotta do something. It's not happening. So this year I just bit the bullet and decided audiobooks were the way to go. Actually, the best part about my simple typing, sitting at a desk job is that I can listen to something in one ear as long as I'm not being needed or someone's not talking to me, I'm not answering the phone. So whenever I'm just sitting there typing away, I'll have one ear in and I am listening to audiobooks. So let's go down the list. Okay, so we're gonna go with the fiction first because I don't want to get into too much detail on the fiction books because I know that will make this video way too long. So let's just go down the list, and if you want to hear more of my thoughts on any of these, let me know. Or you can check out the Sherry Oliver channel, which will have more book related content. So we've got The Giver. Yes, I finally read The Giver. Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore. Totally weird, definitely worth it. Check it out. The Ocean at the End of the Lane. The Graveyard Book. Oh my goodness, that's it. That's not as many as I thought it was. I definitely pared this list down. This is the new improved list. I picked the top ones. All great novels, definitely worth the read, and they're all available either on Audible or on Libby through the library. And then the nonfiction, we obviously have Girl Wash Your Face. It's my favorite book of the year. It was amazing. We also have Body Love by Kelly Lavelle by Kelly. Then we have The Woman Code, which is also really good, and the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. This is John Maxwell, I believe, and he is like the grandfather, the godfather of personal development. He's written tons and tons of books. This one is specifically really good. They had it at the library, so I was able to just rent it and listen to it, and it is incredibly helpful. Okay, next we're gonna go down through the apps. I would like to do just a specific app video, so if you're interested in that, let me know. That's probably gonna be on my list, but these are the apps that I've used a lot this year. First one we have is Audible. Obviously, it's an amazing subscription where you get to do 1 free book every month. You also have the option to do, sometimes they'll do a 2-for-1 deal, and then like if you want to get books on top of that, they're going to be cheaper because you're a member. Definitely worth it. Number 2 is Voxer. This is the like walkie-talkie type of voice message app. If you know anything about Marco Polo, it's the same, but it's not video, it's just audio. I would say that I compare it to a voicemail. Like I can leave a voicemail without calling you because I have different levels. If you call me, something's up, I need to answer. If you text me, I'm gonna try my best to get to it in a day. Might be 2 if I forget that I read it. But with Voxer, it's like catching up with people you don't see very often. It's not time sensitive. I can listen to it today or listen to it in a few days whenever I have time. It's the best way to keep up with other moms and just like still be connected during life, because there's lots of people who I love and would love to talk to every day that I don't have the time to. So it's a lifesaver for that specifically. The next one on the list is Pocket. This is a article saving app, so you can say you find something on Facebook, you find something on the internet, you can share it to your Pocket and it will leave you almost like newspaper clipping style. You can just go back through and read those articles whenever you have time. Another one is Timely. This is a alarm app. You can use it to get up or you can use it for a timer. I use it whenever I take a lunch, but I use the alarms a whole lot. You can set as many as you want, and I'll set them for specific days, specific times to remind me to do all of these vitamins and things that I'm taking. I have alarms that go off every day to remind me what I need to do. And then if you're into anything photography related, Canva is a really good one. It's a great website. They have really good templates for different social media photos that you can do. I use it a lot to specifically put in my own text on images because it's really rare to find a free app that has a text image that lets you make your own text. So that one is the best one that I use for that. I use that for all of my Instagrams that you'll see that are my specific template. I just change the quote and post it. And the last app on my list is Miracle Merchant. It is a game. Whenever I'm just like, my brain is dead and I need to just do something for a minute, usually this will be, well, I don't know, I play it maybe once a week, but I really like having something easy and simple that opens really quickly on my phone, and it's a great card game with a little bit of like Potion Master thrown in. So I would check it out if you need something simple. Dominic sometimes will look at it because it's got different colors, and so he'll try to drag the cards around. I'll have him pick the colors, so it's something that he can at least look at too without it being distracting or overwhelming. Last section is podcasts. So this one is probably the second favorite thing that I have been doing this year, besides books, because you get just like a really personal, usually interview style engagement with different authors and speakers and thought performers and just people of all kinds of realms. My favorite one this year has definitely been Rise Together, which is the podcast that Rachel Hollis does with her husband Dave. It's very relationship based. It's very like freeform, chill, with actionable steps and like really how they do things in their life. So it's something that Derek's listened to quite a few times and I listen to basically every week. On the other end of her spectrum is the business stuff. She has a podcast that's called Rise. Used to be called Deus. It's really good. I've been listening to that all year. Not everything on there has to be specific, like I have a business related. There's productivity, time management, money management. She does lots of interviews from other different people doing different kinds of jobs, so you get a good range in that podcast. The last one is called The Bible Bench. I found this one early in the year through a different podcast I was listening to, and it's definitely the best. Derek loves it. He's listened to every single episode, some of them more than once. So if you take like pop culture and the Bible and smush them together, this is what you're gonna get. So if you're very serious and what's the word I'm looking for, like studious when it comes to the Bible, then it may not be your kind of thing. But there's two reasons why I really think it's a great option. The first one is it's a great entry level into Christianity and the stories in the Bible, because their mission here is not to be evangelical. I can't say evangelical for very much words. It's not meant to be something where they're trying to convert. It's not meant to be adversarial. It's just, here's some cool stories from the Bible. We think they're interesting. Let's share them. So I think that's a great way to kind of enter into it. There's also this spot at the end where they have a actual Bible scholar who kind of tweaks the things they say a little bit if she has like a response to some of the ways that they may word things, which is really interesting to me. But the other reason is a lot of times we forget the context and the fact that these people in the Bible were people. They were human. Like we just look at them as archetypes or metaphors for how we react and how we interact with each other, but as a whole those stories are fascinating, and so I think it's a great way to get a little nugget of that without it being super controversial or super serious. It's just, the Bible has some cool stories, so I think it's a great option. That's it. It's the best that I have of 2018. Let me know what you were loving. If you have used or watched or seen any of these things, let me know below. If I missed something that you think was like your number one in that category, leave it below too. And we'll see y'all next week.